I am part of a broader community outreach section through Fire and Rescue. Beth Ann Nessel manages a big chunk of that. We have folks specific to seniors. We have folks specific to school-age children. We have car seats and everything else like that. I consider myself to have won the prize working with the seniors because these folks that we have in this county are just incredible people. Brilliant people, very, very talented and so on. But they have a problem, and the problem is that nobody looks up to see what the condition of their smoke alarms are, to have an idea where the exits are in their homes and things like that. We have a big problem out there where, as Chief Goldstein mentioned, where seniors are at risk of fires and fire injuries and fire deaths at rates that are extraordinary compared to what the rest of us have. It has to do with their cognition and their ability to, or their inability to recognize that there's a problem, and also the psychomotor stuff, the physical ability to be able to quickly respond. When we have communities who use walkers and canes and wheelchairs, that's who we're at risk with.
In my mind, the best way to deal with liability is to fix the problem, not pretend like you don't know. I mean, the first thing I do is send a letter to the residents, say, sorry, the management company won't let us inspect you in the event that anything happens. You know, you now have the basis to sue the company since they obviously weren't interested in protecting you. I mean, I just think this is a simple thing. Would you charge for this service?
Not at all.
Okay, so they get a free service from us telling them how to make their buildings safer. I feel like there are different scales at which things occur. And when there is no electricity and nobody has electricity, there is no place cool to bring people on a mass level, except for the few places that have backup generators that we have. But when things are localized, either to a small part of the community or a particular building, we do have, it seems to me we do have options about what to do with people. And leaving people in really, really hot buildings strikes me as not a good idea. And if you can't mitigate it, which I don't believe you can, I've got buildings that your 50 fans would be gone, before you ever got to the top of the building. We need to be able to assure that people aren't kept in really, really unsafe conditions and just hope for the best. And these buildings may have electricity, the elevators may work perfectly, they just may either get very hot or very cold, because they don't have, those two systems, one or the other breaks down. And I'm not comfortable with just saying you all ought to deal with it and live there, and there may be some people who don't want to leave. The definition of life and safety is this narrow definition as applies to the code. But inadequate lighting, at the end of the day, is life and safety. Doors that don't work are life and safety. Bushes that provide, a place for a person to, hide is life and safety, just not the way we define it under the code. And I personally don't think that someone should be able to prevent us from doing an analysis that might protect our citizens better, since you don't have the ability to force them to fix anything. You simply provide them. And maybe absent them having a legitimate company go in and do their own survey, and they can say, we've had this survey done, maybe we need to be able to do this.